Welcome to my shop, my tools, my rules. One of the things that's important for me in my shop is to be able to reconfigure it and set it up depending on the project or task at hand. Therefore, a big part of my shop is kind of mobile, so I can do just that, move things around. Larger projects, I can roll out this table and the table saw off to the side yard if I don't want to make a mess in here, or I can work in here if I'm doing smaller work like cross-cutting and things like that with the router. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I set up my shop for woodworking in about 5 minutes. So with that said, let's stop the lollygagging and get right to it. We're going to start a stopwatch here and let's go. These sawhorses are really stable and I have quite a few of them. Actually I have 6 to be exact. And I use them here for the router table. I use them for feed table for the table saw, or just to create workspace or prop things up. If I had more space, I'd probably have more of them, but 6 seems to be a pretty good number. You also see I have rubber feet on the bottom of this and also on the back of it so that I can set it on the ground without damaging the wood, or lean it up against the wall without damaging the wall. Run the power through there, like so. Just basically line this up with the front of the table pretty much. And next step here is the router. So we'll grab the router lift. We put this here in the table. This is already pre-leveled with the set screws, so I don't really need to mess with it too much. I just basically put the screws in and tack it down and I'm good to go. How are we doing so far? Well, we're at the 2-minute mark, but router table's almost done. All right. You'll see I have a switch on the front of the router table. Basically a kill switch with a safety switch. Plug in the router there. And pull this out. And I'll just show you we're set to go here, but you'll see. Set to go there. So we'll put this here for safety. Done with this. All right, let's pull out the table saw now. Fence out of the way here. Make sure this is set to clear the door here. Okay. The other thing, if not obvious, the size of the table or the height of the table and the workbench and the router table are just above this table, so that as I'm working with material, all I have to do is just clear the desk and make sure, the table, and make sure I got space for it. We'll look up the dust collection here. Kind of use different hoses here depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll use this longer hose here with the table saw if I have a bigger table saw sled on it. And the short one works over here fine for this portion, but if I'm using dust collection on the side of the router, then the longer cable. So that said, that was about 4 minutes, not bad. I have power right here for the table saw. You can see all set to go. I have a single switch here if I want to turn power off on any of these. For safety reasons, I won't leave this plugged in. And there you pretty much have it. This is pretty good workflow for me. I have stuff I need for the router right here, router bits. I can grab them off these trays, move them over here when I load up the router with whatever I'm doing. I strongly recommend these Kevlar gloves for touching these bits. They're razor sharp and really easy to cut yourself. Well, thanks. I hope that was helpful for you. Hope you liked the video today. I'll be back with more videos of other things I've done around the shop. Please click like and subscribe. See you next time. The shirt says everything's cooler in California, but that's not the case today. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
The current temperature there is 111 degrees. There is currently an excessive heat warning in effect.
Fortunately, the shop's pretty well insulated, but it still gets toasty in here.